why I think that minimum wage should be raised. What is minimum wage? Minimum wage is the smallest amount of money that an employer can pay their employees per certain rate, like hours or month or whatever it is. A minimum wage was created to maintain a minimum standard for necessary health and just living in general without messing up the employment and paying too much and whatnot. It was created by the Fair Labor Standards Act in 1938, which it was 25 cents then, and if it kept up with inflation, it would be 10.75, which is more than what we're asking for right now when we talk about raising the minimum wage. A lot of people think that only teenagers get paid minimum wage and they just use it for extra money. They already live with their parents, they don't pay any bills. But in reality, the average person that gets paid minimum wage is 35 years old, and 88% of people who get paid minimum wage, they are not teenagers at all. More than half of them are women that have children, that are single parents, and they suffer from that, and more than half of their family income is actually from this minimum wage, so that means the other half, most of the time, is also minimum wage. Minimum wage pays about $15,000 a year, and when you combine that with somebody else that also gets paid minimum wage, that's about $30,000 a year, and that's not even enough to maintain the standard of living in this country with a two-kid family and two parents, because it's just not acceptable. According to AFL-CIO.com, raising minimum wage to $10 an hour would outweigh the cost that people think it would cost this country to raise it, and it would be more customer spending, and customer spending is good because whenever you raise the customer spending, it raises the GDP of this country, which eventually makes the economy healthier. Families need a higher minimum wage. Most of these families depend on minimum wage, and they are not teens, like I said earlier before, and it just helps the economy get out of this debt that we've been in for the past how many years. Raising minimum wage would just make it equal, because it is not equal right now. Like, nobody can survive off of the money that they're making from minimum wage. And in conclusion, I told you what minimum wage is, why it's bad because it's minimum, and why raising it would be better.
Okay, thank you. We'll take 2 questions because we're going to have to limit the questions. 2 questions. Danny?
Do you believe that raising, like, so we see all of Washington, they raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, but do you believe that it would cause stress on the businesses? Because, like, some of them argue that they'll have to start firing some employees, or they'll have to start raising the price of items.
Yeah, that is a really big issue, but they raised theirs to $15 an hour. If we only raised it to $10.10 an hour, it really wouldn't hurt the government that much, because they're making more money, they're getting more taxes and whatnot, and it really wouldn't hurt us that much. But like $15, that would hurt us more.
We should just raise taxes.
Another question? Thank you so much.